Open letter from Christ to his church. The day I return for you, a most persistent groomsman, I will whisper tender words until you find it fit to remove the railroad spikes from the tunnel at my wrist. I understand why you've kept me here. Giants, made tall by divinity, are much easier to manipulate when they are tethered and raised like a monument. How amusing now, when you pray for nothing less than the intervention of my hands, that you would be the ones withholding resurrection in your self-righteous throats. When you pluck me like a sweet, ripened mango from the T-intersection of these planks, I will bathe my wounds in second coming. I am each who raise my name like a banner over their faith as I pull what is left of my loving adoration from the hungry hole in my side, my beautiful, trembling bride. You cannot imagine the sear of each second that has kept us apart these past centuries. From high on the cross, I have watched you reconstruct me from gold and ammunition, each thunderclap of defiance, the remastering of a man who looks nothing like the one who commanded the waves to hold him as delicately as a prayer. So if you don't mind, darling, I will take back my color. The dark hue of my cheek, black tuft of coarse hair, crook of my nose. I want all of these things returned to me. Until then,
out of here.
I will arm your preachers with black permanent markers and force them to color by number the foreign back into my skin on every roadside painting and statue that bears my name. I, too, remember when there was no more room at the inn. My love, I want to believe with every piece of flesh still clinging to my spine after all 39 lashes were counted and swallowed that you have meant harm to no one. But your stockpile of cardboard signs and tendency to roam in murderous packs leads me to believe there are more than a few left wounded and bleeding in your path down the aisle. Would you even know me if our paths touched like a betrayal kiss? I am not convinced you would, though. You seem well-versed in putting my image onto anything you think will make you a prophet. But believe me when I tell you there is still a whip in my father's house with your name on it.
Come on. Take your time.
I just added that part so fucking up. Okay. I told you. Blessed are the peacemakers. You wage wars in my name. He called me the living word. You use my body of scriptures to shame. You whitewash tombs. You brood of vipers. Have you forgotten every bleeding vulture-pet child was crafted by my hands, brought to life with my breath? Did you really think church pews, curved and bowing with your persistent weight, would save your empty souls from death? A day is coming, sweet, beautiful bride, when justice will fall like fire. When your parade of hand-me-down judgment will end, you always look so silly playing God. Until then, some things to remember. Blessed are the meek, the humble, those who thirst and hunger for righteousness. Buy a dictionary if you're still unsure what that means. Cradle the broken like rubies. Bleach the war from your veins. I will spend the rest of our wedding night loving back to life those you have hated. The hungry, the homeless, the gays. If you would have bothered living up to your title in the last 2,000 years, you might have had the urge to do the same. I will mend the devastation you've caused here, because my heart beats to bind, to cradle, to steady, and I will come back for you someday, my love, when, if you're ever ready.